It's back to school time.
Back to school.
So everybody has their little picture taken with their little chalk drawing of how many years
Those
they're in
are
school.
really creative moms.
They are.
My kids, I'm just like stand out in front.
I know, mine too.
Please smile and take a picture.
Yes. So I actually typed these up so they're nice and
she's
with
so
our logos
sweet.
and everything.
She's really pretty. She would be the chalk mom probably. I'm not a chalk mom.
That was way before my kids' time.
Oh, right.
It was
you weren't posting it. You were you had your camera out,
picture, and
focusing.
And then you got the film back.
Oh, yes.
Hoping that one of them turned out. And then you put it in your scrapbook.
Right.
So, my kids do have that every year of school scrapbook. Yes. I was that kind of mom.
That was good.
Yes.
So 15 years. What month? Well,
it'll be 15. I mean, this is the 15th fall is kind of how I did it. So, March of 2004. So
okay.
Oh yeah, going into my 15th year.
15th year.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a lot.
It is a lot.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that start and then they're like, and you're full time. This is your gig.
This is my gig. They usually say that 3 years is really the test. If you can survive 3 years in real estate, because it's you were an independent contractor. You're on your own. It's your own business. Yeah. And so it's stressful. It's difficult, and mortgage lending is too.
Yeah, it is, especially if you're on your own and you're doing the same thing as realtors.
Yes, exactly.
I have no clients that are coming to deposit checks or anything, right?
Right, exactly.
So we're fully dependent upon people buying houses or refinancing their houses.
Right. Yep. I mean, we don't sit in our office and wait for people to come into us. We have to
go to everybody.
Right.
We're hoping referrals. We're like out there networking.
Exactly.
Doing great at our jobs because it's all about how well you did.
It's a relationship business.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you have to be knowledgeable.
You do.
You can't just say, I don't know.
Right. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. I'll get back to you. A couple days.
Exactly. I don't have the answer to everything.
No,
as do you. But yes, we have to be competent in what we're doing. And so we've reached that benchmark where we can say we're
past the senior year.
Yeah, we're passing. We're in graduate school.
We are in grad. We're getting our PhD.
Yes. PhD in life. So
So what did you do on the first morning of the starting of your 15th year?
Got my teeth cleaned.
Oh.
So 8 a.m. this morning, I was in the dentist's chair. Yes. So, and rushing to get there. And traffic's a little heavier because university traffic and school traffic. So, I was running a little late. And so, no earrings. It's like, crap. I'm not
all together.
I'm not video ready today.
Give her a little slack today.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
I know, yeah. So, but I love having my teeth cleaned.
Oh, me too.
Yes. And then you feel like, I'm going to floss every day.
And then life happens.
Life happens.
And you go in and you're like, I am so sorry. I meant to floss.
I meant to floss every single day.
Yeah. I'm apologizing to you.
Yeah. So I know some people that are just there.
Yes.
But I'm not very good. I do it occasionally, usually when there's something stuck.
Yes, me too. Broccoli, steak.
Yes, something like that. But anyway, so clean teeth are a great thing, but guess what else is clean? That's good. That's to be clean.
What?
Your credit.
Oh, yes, for sure, your credit.
Yeah. So I bet it doesn't take just like an hour to clean up your credit like it does to clean your teeth.
That would be so nice if somebody could come up with that that process. That would be really nice because it does take a lot longer depending on what's on your credit.
Right.
That's what takes longer. So if you have late payments, they're just there and it's time.
Yeah.
More than an hour, more than a day, more than a week.
Might be a year.
Depending on where your credit is and what that late payment did to your credit. And they are hitting it hard. You and I were talking about that sometimes you go in, right, and you go into the store and they say, oh, we'll give you 20% off your purchase today, and that's going to save you $30, right? And then it's a new card.
Guilty.
Right? Because you open it up, it's a new card. You're not used to that card. So if anybody's like me, like I have a system for how I pay things. And when something new kind of gets in the mix, I'm like, it kind of rocks my world a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially a credit card. And so then you don't pay it. Then you got 22% interest. So now you just lost your $30.
Lost your $30, yes. Oh my God, those are so dangerous.
Which is what they're counting on, actually, probably. Yeah. Not saying that for sure. Don't get mad at me, legal people. But
then you get all those nice little coupons in the mail. Yes, you're on their mailing list forever.
Yes, but you have a few things that happen. So a new credit card can drop your credit score.
Okay.
And then if you don't make the payment,
it could drop it even more.
Drops it even more. And then say they gave you a whopping $100 credit limit, right? And you bought a $90, right? A shirt and pant, $90, right? And now you're at this almost maxing out your credit card. So like hit. So sorry, I was the downer, wasn't I?
That was. So let's say you're in that where you have good credit but not great credit.
Yes.
Okay. So looking at your available credit on these revolving credit cards.
It's huge. Yes.
Okay.
You should be looking at, you really want, as I've been doing some scenarios for people, if you can get under that 25%, your score is going to go up.
Okay.
So if you look and say, okay, I've got a $5,000 limit on my card, and I'm using $4,000 of it.
Okay.
So you want to take that, and you're like, if you can get down to more like that $2,000 of it, you actually are going to see your credit score go up. And if you have multiple cards that are near their limit, or you're even over that 30% mark, or you're over 50%, like there's kind of these little numbers to get benchmarks to get under. So get under 50% for sure. Okay. But if you can really get under, like I said, I've seen even a difference between the 30% and the 25%. If you get under 25% of your available credit, you actually will see your score go up, which makes a difference on your interest rate.
Right.
And then your monthly payment. So both of those counting towards your debt to income ratio or what interest rate you're going to get depending upon your credit score.
Okay. So what if I'm paying off that credit card every month?
Yes.
Is that different than paying like a partial payment and having?
No, actually, I've heard different things. So I've seen it depends on when your credit card is going to report to the credit agencies.
Okay.
So if you're paying it off, that doesn't mean that you have a zero balance when I go to pull your credit.
Gotcha.
Because you probably have a balance on your credit card.
Because you're buying things occasionally on it. So
or people use them for business. I know a lot of realtors actually happen, if they don't have a corporation, they use them for different things, and that's their card, and then they pay it off. So when I pull it, you're going to, it might not be paid off.
But there'll be a balance on there, but not a past balance necessarily.
Right.
Okay. Yes. So when I've been using credit card for a while, and you're paying off, then all of a sudden your available credit increases. So that's a good thing for you. Okay.
Yes.
So I have just more credit available to me, which is a positive when I go to get a loan.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other thing is, I have people come, and when you're getting a house, I say, let your lender look at you as is. They need to see what you are as is. And if you qualify, then especially don't go do anything, because they've already qualified you for the loan.
Right.
And so I have a lot of people that then look at their credit report, and they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had that card. I have, you have the dress stores, right? You've got the department stores. You've got the weird off thing that you bought a piece of exercise equipment, and, right? Or furniture, right? They're like, I totally forgot. I'm going to go close that thing. No. If we've qualified you as is, keep it open.
Don't close it.
Don't close it, because actually closing your accounts can actually lower your credit score again for a little bit until they see what you're going to do, because now that credit is not available to you. So then what are you going to do to offset? Maybe you're going to go put more money on another card, or or something. What are you going to do? So I always say, if you're thinking about buying, it's a great opportunity to look at your credit, to see where it's at, see if you qualify or you're where you want to be. If you are, fabulous. And again, don't go open up.
Don't go cutting up all the cards and canceling them.
No, you can cut them up. Just don't cancel them.
Right.
Yes, because it could affect your credit score. Right. And the other thing is don't open up anything new.
Oh yes, unfortunately this has not happened in my almost 15 years, but I've heard where people have in the process of buying a property and go out and buy a new vehicle.
Yes.
Oy.
So that does two things.
It
drops your credit score. So what happens?
And your debt to income ratio.
So you have those two things,
house.
and you don't get the house.
Right.
Sometimes don't get the house.
Sometimes. In that situation, they didn't get the house. Mine, that was an expensive car.
That's a really expensive car.
So because I don't know the situation, but they just went out and I try to tell my buyers anyway, is make sure you're not going out crazy and going out buying all new furniture and opening up.
No.
credit cards and
no.
paying for a fence and
do not do
all that kind of stuff before closing.
Yes, like the washer dryer, like, oh, you can get 0% financing on this card and we'll actually give you $25 off that $300 dryer, right? Not worth your house because you're spending way more on your house.
Right, exactly.
And lenders are doing a soft pull on people's credit 24 to 48 hours before closing. So we check your employment. We also check your credit on a soft pull, which means we are looking to see if any new accounts have been opened up, and we are looking to see if balances are similar to where they were when we pulled your credit the first time.
Right, and that you're still employed.
And we did that one too.
So don't keep any secrets from us because we're going to find out anyway.
Right, there's so many avenues that we find out.
Yes, exactly.
But if you open up a card, just know that it's also going to just drop your credit because they also just want to see, okay, well, how are you going to use it? Are you going to max it out? Are you going to spend on it wisely? Are you going to make your payments on it? And so credit-wise, we look at mortgage pulls differently than we look at an installment pull, which would be like your auto loans and things like that. And then the hardest hit to your credit for inquiries is revolving debt. Because that's the most risky debt out there is revolving. Because, when you go buy a car, if you actually go to the car dealer, like people are like, holy cow, like I have 20 inquiries. They screwed me. And you're like, no, they didn't because it's all in one time. But literally sometimes I've seen, I think my highest one was 22. The auto dealer had 22 inquiries for them to see, what's the best loan for. I was like, holy cow, 22.
Sure, exactly. Yes, because they're looking at different loan options for them. Gotcha.
Yes, and they must have some system where they I don't know a lot about auto lending, but from more than just like the bank, or the credit union, but you go and they might just be able to put your stuff in and then just like.
Yes, and then they compare rates, I think, for you.
To see which is the best option.
So, so anyway, so if you are wondering about, your credit and how to clean it up, we can offer you some advice. I'll refer you to Lisa because don't ask me how to clean up your credit. I can refer you to a dentist for your teeth.
Yes, we have great dentists.
Right, or how to clean, or people to clean your house.
Clean your house.
Clean your house.
I know, because it's like back to school, right? So after we just did that, clean up the room, get rid of the old clothes, that don't fit, because most kids grow over the summer.
Yeah, how does that happen? Yeah,
scary to put on jeans or pants again. So for boys, girls, right? They wear these cute little capris with all the holes in them because that's cool now. And boys put them on, and you're like, ooh, that's above your ankles.
Yeah, not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah. So anyway, happy back to school day for all the families out there, all the kids. Hope you're having a great day.
All your feeds are full of
oh my gosh, yeah. So I had to do this. So
I know, that's awesome. We're in our PhD years.
Yes, we are, absolutely. So, happy back to school day, everybody.
Happy back to school.
Bye.
Bye.